Good morning, good morning. Good morning, how y'all doing today, man? Glad to be here. Sorry about being a little late. Sorry about being a little late. Blind Truth is back. Your boy Major Keith Fletcher. You know what I'm saying? Got to get your mind right to get you to the blind truth. Get you to the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talk about, the truth here. So we're going to get this show started, this episode. See what this episode, let's see my thing to see what this episode is about. Uh-oh. Oh, man, I did something wrong. Give me a second. Well, you see the description, but I have more. My daughter told me not to touch that. You know, I touched something, but it supposed to read out loud. But anyway, financial danger zone. We talking about being in the financial danger zone, and that's what we talk about improving. What we at in the financial danger zone, and we're gonna get ways to get out the financial danger zone. And then what I consider financial danger zone is no emergency fund, credit card debt. You know what I'm saying? No skills. Like me, man, I talk about my story when I lost everything. I got divorced. You know what I'm saying? I was in debt. And child support, had to take. Well, I didn't get on child support, but I had to send money to my kid, my wife, for to help support my family. And I was out of work. I had no directions. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a financial toolkit, and we're gonna get into that. I didn't have a plan of action of what I need to do, and I thought money was just the only thing that was gonna solve my problem. But it wasn't just money. You know what I'm saying? It was a plan. It was a way, you know what I'm saying? But let me go over there. You know how I do it, man. Let me bring this in. We're gonna start the show off with this. Understanding where we at. Understanding the class that we are in. Understanding how do we get here and where we at. So let's talk. Let's see where we at with that.
The poor think day to day. The poor tend to think week to week. The middle class tends to think month to month. The rich think year to year. The very rich think decade to decade and generation to generation. And the primary goal of the very poor, and poor is survival. The primary goal of the middle class is comfort. And the primary goal of the rich and the very rich is freedom, the intergenerational transfer of wealth, and they will do whatever it takes to experience an abundance of freedom.
Survival mode. So that's what we're talking about, the danger zone. The extremely poor is in survival mode. And the middle class is talking about just paying bills. How do we get past being in survival mode and just paying bills? You know what I'm saying? That's the battle that we fight every day. We get on social media and look at all these people that got millionaires, six figures and all this stuff. But the thing is, that how do we come up with a plan to get out of our situation, get past the survival mode, to get past just paying bills? You know what I'm saying? Getting past that to that freedom. You know what I'm saying? That's the part we want to do. And if the danger zone, what I consider the danger zone, again, that you don't even have a savings account. You don't have an emergency fund. You don't have a plan. Your mind can't even go to get your mind and say, hey, it's more to life than just this, taking a trip, the survival, being in credit card debt, and all these things. How do I come up with a way to be better, to do better, to have better, to be valuable? You know what I'm saying? Be fruitful, be valuable, and then multiply that valuable. When if I'm valuable, that I solve a problem, that I can multiply myself now, and then I can have $1 million. Having $1 million is not just having money. Having that money, taking that money and putting that money in a system that works for you. You know, I was listening to Earn Your Leisure, and the lady that owns Slutty Vegan. You need to look it up. Earn Your Leisure, Slutty Vegan. Man, she had a business. She was blowing up. Man, she was doing well, and now she's going to bankruptcy. Now, they asked her a question about, now this lady done touched millions of dollars. And I want you to hear what she had to say. And then we're going to get this get other things get away. But hold on a second. Let me bring it up. And if you like what I'm saying, man, hit the like. I don't be telling y'all, you got to tell somebody to hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Share this information, man. So we trying to be financially, getting out the things. Just now, I know most of you, all y'all are rich. I know all of y'all got your life together. All y'all doing well in life. You don't have millionaires, you six figures, and shopping, taking trips and all that. But we ain't talking about that. We talking about freedom. How do you, really, is there a place, can you be free? What is freedom? You know what I'm saying? What is that? So let's see. You know, this somebody got millions. You know what I'm saying? I like how she said it. Let me see if I can get it.
This moment, what's the most important thing you learned about yourself as you come out of it?
Um, for a long time, the messaging was, I'm building $1 billion company. I'm building $1 billion company. And then messaging has changed. Do I still want $1 billion company? Yes. But it's not the money that I want. It's what the money can provide. Okay? The peace that the money can provide, the freedom that the money can provide. And there's no guarantee that money can provide peace and freedom, right? But it sure can get you close, right? I want to be able to take my kids to school and be free of worry. I want to travel around the world with my children. Yes, we make a lot of money, but we got a lot of bills. Yes, we do a lot of great things, but I can't remember the last time that I had an hour to just not think about, like, what's next? You know what I'm saying? So, like, as I evolve as an entrepreneur, I'm working for the peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am working for the peace because I've touched $33 million. You know what I'm saying? I've touched so much money in my lifetime that eyes have not seen. So I know what it feels like. I know all of those things. I know what it feels like to be in the best room. Every room I'm in, y'all know what it feels like.
Somebody say you've earned your leisure.
I didn't even do that. So it's almost like when you get there, it's like, okay, this is it. Now I focus on the things that really don't cost much. Peace, freedom, being with my children, still having a successful business, but those things, having that level of peace, just taking a bubble bath with some Epsom salt. Like, that to me these days is peace. And I value that more. And, entrepreneurship is still at the forefront. I could not imagine myself doing anything else in the world. But the intention always continues to elevate. And it should as an entrepreneur.
What?
Oh, peace, happiness, just taking a bubble. This woman just said she had touched $33 million. Go check out Early Leisure, lady from Slutty Vegan. She on Atlanta Housewives. My wife, I love that show. So she just on a new season and stuff like that. But she a business woman, business brand. Branding. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to brand the Brian Troop. I'm trying to brand it business wise. Understand it. You know what I'm saying? Understanding business. You know what I'm saying? I told you I'm there with 4 pillars: spiritual health, physical health, mental health, and financial. And if you like what I'm saying, hit the like button. Share this, man. I'm telling you, this episode is tight. It's tight. It's tight. And I'm gonna try to do a lot of this stuff is how to change your mind. I'm telling you, man. What the most that I learned, the best was my mind. Getting my mind. I was in my own way. I was self-inflicted wounds. I was doing it to myself. Just like she said, if you go listen to the episode, a lot of stuff that she did to herself. Now she's trying to learn, to educate, and pass it on. That's what it is. Trying to pass information on to the next generation, to the next people. Watching her, I'm getting information because I want my kids to learn. You know what I'm saying? I want my kids to understand business. And what they see, they see, they hear, they touch. Me. They learn it from me, not someone else. Somebody else, it takes long. If I can mentor them and guide them, if I get the information, I can go pay, go to classes, workshop them. I got a workshop tonight with buying our own business, man. Starting how you purchase your own business. But I go through a lot of stuff. Me and my wife sit down, coming up with a system, a plan. See, Iranians have a 10-point plan. America got a 15-point plan for this war, and you don't have a plan for you. You up here just surviving. Your plan is just surviving. Your plan is just paying bills, and that's not a way. I'm trying to give you a certain way. So I come on here all the time. People, my family see me on here. They're like, man, keep doing. I'm showing you a way that works for me. Have I touched $33 million? No, I haven't touched $33 million. But I have touched some things, some goals and things that I have touched. I know a lot of people haven't touched. You know what I'm saying? And now, again, I'm blind. My grandfather said all the time, you got 2 good eyes, I got none. And I run circles around you. I am valuable, not even just what is here and here. You call me, hey, I connect you to somebody. My network is strong. That's what it's about. My information is strong. I spend all day studying so I can be not of this world, but be of this people, my community. I have information to give my kids. I don't need somebody else to teach my kids. I'm going to teach them how to do it. When things that I know, I'm going to guide them to the right people to get the knowledge, to get the understanding. So as I go here, like I said, when I come online and I'm talking, and I'm showing you ways, different ways, you know what I'm saying, how to be free. And you don't have to have millions of dollars. She just heard her say that money, but she had a lot of bills. But I'm going to show you the assets. I'm telling you, building the income, the best person to take care of the old youth, the young youth. We start now. That's why I say give it to young people. I tell the young people all the time, your $1 is worth $88 in the future. Your $1 is worth $88. So every dollar you have is $88 in your 20s. I put my kids, I focus on that. They've been investing since they've been 15, 16, 17, understanding that how important that $1. But the first goal I told them was, we got to get you $2,000. You got to get $2,000. It went up to $3,000 because of the economy, but you got to get $2,000 to $3,000 in savings started just right there. And while we invested, we doing the 50, 75. We live on 75% of your pay, 15% invested, 10 go to savings. Once you get that 10%, and you get, like I said, my kids don't have no bills, so once they get their $3,000, now we're going to invest the 25%. We're going hard investing. We're going to invest in the stock market. We're going to get you a Roth account. We're going to do some things. Especially if you got a job that offer 401k, we're going to get the free money. We're going to get that first, that invest in the capital they have because of taxes. But we building a system away. It's your own economy. So let me let you see what, and I put the link also in the description. I didn't put the slutty vegan, but let your boy talk. Let them tell you. This is the economy.
33% of all Americans are holding a second job right now to pay their bills. And that is the highest level since World War II. The U.S. is in a recession, firmly 2 years of recession. But we don't feel it because we're told that's not happening. When I was growing up, recession was 2/4 of a shrinking GDP. Now they added jobs to that, right, to balance it out. But if you added credit card debt, the highest amount of credit card debt in the history of plastic, at the highest rates in the history of interest rates. Why? If we're doing so well, is the average American family banging a plastic card? We have used car dealers around the country. Their inventories are exploding. This is a real indicator of like, okay, we got problems again. Rents are flat or decreasing. Mortgage applications are at the lowest level of 15 years. Every day people are being screwed right now. 33% of all Americans are holding a second job right now to pay their bills. And that is the highest level since World War II.
Did that sound like freedom? 33% of Americans have a part-time job, a hustle, a side gig. See, and that's okay with you, but the question is, what are you doing? You're in credit card debt. What are you doing to get out of that, to get better, to get free? What is your plan for that? See, I'm going to create a financial toolkit to help you get out of that. I've been there. I lost everything and built, and the reason that it took me so long to build mine because it was the lack of knowledge. My people perished for lack of knowledge. You know, I told you I did with 4 pillars: spiritual health, physical health, mental health, and financial. Just in that order. The financial part is the easy part, but we tend to be the hardest part because you know what? It's about emotions. Because men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie, and you don't have a plan. You haven't been taught this economic. Just like this war going on, you think it's about oil. It ain't about oil. It's about the bomb. It's about bonds. You say, what is that? See, understanding what it's about. I tell people, I got one channel on my TV on CNN and NBC. The next channel is on Bloomberg. I'm looking at how the money moves. Trillions and trillions of dollars are being moved in that market. Any of that you don't have, you don't have the money. You don't have the opportunity. You are not aware of the opportunity, and you have not the access to it. And what's stopping you is your lack of knowledge and fear. And you just in survival mode. And we got to find a plan to get you out that mode and come up with a better plan to get you out that mode. And then you got to be honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get out your own way and sit there and listen to me. Man, I don't want to listen to you. I ain't got that blind truth, man. What do you know? I know about way. And why I got this? One of my wife's friends said, well, why I got to be your way? It ain't my way. It's a way. You take what you need out of it and use it. I have no debt. Only my house, and it's my house, and it's about to be paid off. I'm not saying it as a brag. I'm from a person that was in. I'm telling you, my net worth was like negative $50,000. I owed the IRS. I had no driver license. I had nothing. You heard my story. Survived stage 4 cancer. Now I'm blind. Legally blind. And if you'd have seen me on this, go through this journey with me, you go back and look at all my videos. You ain't never heard me whine and cry about anything. Me and my wife was sitting in the tub. You know, we take tub baths. We do, that's what we do. We like bug. We get in that water, and that's what we do. It's nice for Epsom salt. You heard us say some Epsom salt or some bubble bath. I'm telling you, you need to try it. You know what I'm saying? We got a jacuzzi tub, so we feel those are nice. We have tub time. But anyway, back to the business. We were talking about that. My wife, before she say, look, I don't want to be no entrepreneur. I don't want to do this. I tell her all the time, unfortunately, I don't have that. I can't say what I don't want to do. I never could say what I don't want to do. I don't even think it's in me to say what I don't want to do. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And see, when you got a plan and you know where you're going, it's even more I'm willing to do. Because all my money is working. It's working all the time. Automatic is going, flowing. I tell you that. It's more. My money's currency is always moving. I don't even do banks, and I'm not gonna I'm a sub system. I don't moved all my money from the bank. It's all sitting in the brokers. It's all gaining interest. It's moving, constantly moving, going somewhere, moving, directed, coming in, going out, moving, and automatically. If my wife moving, I'm blind. She move out. Somebody else can step right in and see where it's going, where it's flowing. A trusted system that I built, that I know worked, that I sit here and learn from somebody else. Took time to build, and let me say the thing that stopped me was me and her coming together, teaching you a way how to come together with your spouse and come up with a plan and talk. That part right there is hard. That part right there is hard. Just sit down, hey baby, let's get this together and do this, and be on the same page and trust each other, and both of y'all have a system without arguing all that. Man, I don't went through all that, and to have a business, investing, real estate, and buying a business. I have a lack of knowledge, a lack of information that I don't have to see, but I said, Lord, the Most High, I asked him, I said, why did you take my eyes? He said, your eyes, you've been blind to the truth. You don't need no eyes. It's fine, but keep your eyes on me. And that's what we talk about. That's why I get on here. And again, y'all the older people, the ones back in the 90s, we want to sit up there. I know what we're about. I know the 90s, but the 90s is good. The 90s, hey, fake it till you make it. That's what I got up there in the fake it. That's how we were taught it then. These kids ain't, you can't do that no more. And you just heard the company. You can't fake it no more. You can't sit up here and drive these cars and do all this stuff and fake it and sit up there, close your house, closing the doors. You can't fake it no more. The internet is here. But the best thing about it is so much, and the opportunities are vast. And see, again, you got to have the time to understanding of abundance mindset. It starts in your mind. The ability to come up with a plan and follow that plan and trust it and say, but you've been in a survival mode. And it takes steps. I had a friend that hit the casino, hit a nice amount of the casino, and I was sitting there talking to him. I said, "What you gonna do with it?" I gotta take care of these. I said, "Well, what's the plan?" Had no plan. What's the plan? You should have a step plan written down. I said, I'm coming up with the Gotta Get Your Mind Right journal. Have steps on how to get to where you want, to a place of peace, freedom. And I'm telling you that you don't have to be all these millions of dollars. I'm telling you, be what you have is about that 75, 15, 10. It works with any income you have. But you got to sacrifice. What do you have to lose? You have more to gain than lose to come up with a system, a way, a better way, a stronger way. And I know it works. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm not telling you what somebody. I'm telling you what I'm doing. And I'm sitting. I can't get on here. Me. I don't know about nobody else. Get on here and just say, "Oh, just do this, do that." It don't work. No, it works. It works. I don't know why that thing keep popping up on my screen. But anyway, we're gonna do it. We're gonna find a way to get ourselves. You see the scripture how to get out of credit card debt. But the first thing, the days on, you don't have $2,000 emergency. That's for like if your car mess up. I would say 3 in this type of market. Hear what it is. You're gonna have to get some skills. You gotta improve your skills. You got to get that part time. Ain't nothing wrong working a part-time job. But if you get that part-time job just to pay bills, is a problem. You should be getting that part-time a foolproof plan of getting out of debt. And if you ain't in debt, listen to me. If you ain't got no credit card debt, man, that means you mismanage your money. You need to learn how to manage your money. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna teach you how to manage your money. You want to get out of debt? I got debt resolution people that you can talk to. You want to protect your money? We got insurance that you can get. You don't have no life insurance. You got insurance that you can have a loan that you can take loans off to build a way. How you can do the stock market. getting investing information. I'm not getting no investment advice. I'm just saying what I do, my plan, what I do, and it works. I say I use certain things in the bank account. My money. I'm not see the bank. Even a high yield savings account. I went from a high yield savings. High yield savings account gonna give you 3 point right now. I think it's 3.3 to 4. But what are you doing with the interest that you make? I want to get up 7 to 8. I want to get up 18%. I'm saying I want to get what the credit. How can I get? But see, that takes time and training. That's a long way away. But consistently, dedication, having a foolproof plan that no matter what happens, I'll always be behind. I'll always be behind. And that's something that you got to teach. So I'm saying I'm teaching my kids that. They don't. My daughter know right now. She get tips. She get a check. She get a check. Everything always 25. She pay. Hey, 25% of pay. No matter what is going to investment. Automatic. Flowing and it's stagnant. And once they start seeing the system working, once they start showing trust, and you start trusting, you believe in something that you create, you ain't gonna be to my point. Some people might have 50, 30, 20, 50, 30, 20. You might live off 50, 30% going to bills, 20, but a system that works. Understanding what a 401k. These things right here that we got, it's self-inflicted. A lot of this stuff is self-inflicted. All the stuff going on, you got to learn to do better with your money. That's the bottom line. And then once you get past, this is what I get on. I get on TikTok. I do conversations. I like to do debates. I like, they just understand it. But at the end of the day, people want to say they money. I'm saying money. I'm gonna take you back to, you love money, Keith. I don't love money. Money solve all things. Most people that say that don't have money. Most people that say that in trouble. But I have a lot of most people call somebody, but they want to call and say, Keith, can I borrow this? Can you have it? No. Oh, I gave all the money to the church. Can I borrow money? What? No, you can't come. No. I'm sorry, y'all. This thing, I don't know why it pop up. I can't see. No. Well, let me get to this. Some black power. Now, this ain't nothing racist, but I'm saying this is what we need to do as my people. Let me get to my people now. But I told you, hey, Daniel Zone, you got $2,000, and you ain't got $2,000 in your emergency fund that you can't get to, and then once you use it, build it back up. That's the first thing I tell a young man, build that up. You don't have to live about 17, 15, 10, man. 10%, 10, 15% go. Because you don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss that investing power. And see, understanding what's the difference between a traditional and a Roth, like all these things, information, man. And I'm gonna have that in my finance toolkit. But understanding my people perish for lack of knowledge. Understanding what index fund, ETFs, all this stuff. How understanding money, understanding the bond market. What do that mean? These things mean. You got people that have their 401k, leaving the company, don't even move into a broker. What is a broker's account? What broker's account should I use? You got all your money in a checking account. You ain't getting your money ain't making no money. It's just going in that checking account, just sitting there, and the bank uses your money. The bank, man, I'm going to do a show on that about banks. What they doing with your money, you could be doing the same thing. You become the bank. Now you start talking about you got to be responsible. Now I'm on credit cards. Oh, man, I'm on credit cards. Nah, you ain't responsible for no credit card. Understanding what credit cards is. Understand how credit card works, the interest rate that you pay. I don't pay no interest. I want all my cash. Hey, people that the bad, y'all got bad credit, y'all help me out, build out interest, and build out the what's the name rates for me? Cash back. I do all cash back. Every time my cash back, it automatically goes into my broker's account. And that money flows into a stock that buys. I got $5 there. I got a stock. I put dividend $5 there that I put in every day. $5. That's like $150 something. $35 a week. That money's moving out every day, and I get dividends off that. I just trust in it, just let it go. Think about that. The money that is coming out, that the company, the credit card that I spend is paying for that, and then now guess what? The dividend, that's cash flow. It's cash flowing. And then that dividend start coming up that it gets so much money that the dividend is buying the stock for me. Now it's doubling. See, now I tell young men, hey, it takes 8 years for your money to grow, to double. But something magic happened with that compound interest. Then after that, it takes 4 years, average 7%. Then after that, it takes 3 years. And your money keep going to double. See, it's all about time. But what you're doing in that time is what matters. See, but we got to get you out the danger zone. We got to get you out your little feelings and your emotions. All these things you've been told. I told you, I said, I'm going to be fucking with your mind first. I'm trying to get your mind right because you're blind, baby. I'm telling you. That's kind of the great name, Blind Truth. You know, that's what I'm saying. My family be listening to me. They think I'm funny, but let me let you that. Let me let you this.
We must come together as a group and understand we got a problem, and we must develop a plan. And we must have one organization or two organizations get together and pull together the best black brain power in this country to develop a very broad, comprehensive plan about where black folk are going to go and how they're going to get there and what each person must do and how we're going to hold each other accountable. And we have never had that. And ironically, after 400 years, the white society has had a plan on us for 400 years. We've never had a plan on ourselves about what we're going to do. And what I'm saying, that plan must be political economics, which means, and under that, we must spell out in very specific details where we're going to go.
Strategy number 2, wealth and capital formation.
Right, that's extremely important. We don't have it. We have right now. We retain about 2% of our disposable income in our communities. We control less than 2% of the wealth in this country. Ironically, in 1860, on the eve of the Civil War, we owned 1/2 of 1% of the wealth in this nation. Now, after a Civil War, emancipation, World War II, a depression, World War II, Vietnam War, Korean War, Civil Rights Movement, we have moved from 1/2 of 1% up to 1 1/2% of the wealth in this country, which means wealth hasn't shifted at all. After 150 years and all those problems and upheavals around the world, we have not shifted the wealth of this country. So what I'm saying is that we must then try to figure out how to move that wealth. Otherwise, we're locked into a no-win monopoly game where white society controls nearly 100% of the income, the wealth, the power, the resources, business, privileges, and all levels of government. We don't have enough resources and influence to manage our lives effectively, but we got a short time, we got to do it.
Wealth and group economics is strategy number 3. What's that all about?
That means that we have to be able to pool the capital and start saying to ourselves that no money should leave. Let's take Detroit, Michigan as an example. We should be operating under a balance of trade agreement in this city. We got merchants coming in the city of Detroit selling products all day long to black folk and taking the capital out. Where do we see any merchants coming into the city buying anything from a black person, taking it out? They don't, because the white society outside the city is boycotting black people. As long as you live, you'll never see a white person driving into a black community on a Saturday morning, going to a black store to buy a product produced by a black person, very rarely. And so consequently, we are not allowing our capital to be displaced outside the city. And
as I heard one county official say in an interview I did many years ago, it's the negative perception. If I perceive that I'm going to drive into an area that is unsafe, then does it make sense for me to go there?
Oh, sure. But see, a part of the package in the long-range plan is to deal with the crime problem. You cannot deal with the crime problem at the same time people promoting and criminalizing black folk. The only 3 things a person can do to earn a living: either you work, you're on welfare, you steal. If in fact you cut those programs, you cut out the job opportunities, and you move all your plants out to the suburbs where blacks cannot get jobs, decent job opportunities, and then they move down to the next level of welfare, you come along and cut the welfare, they're going to go down to the next level and commit crime. They're not going to evaporate. So I anticipate a massive social upheaval in this country the next 2 or 3 years unless someone gets about the business of building an economic structure for black folk in this country.
And that upheaval will be...
Okay, now listen.
Ooh, a plan. But see, we can't get to that plan because we got to do what we need to do for ourselves first with our money. We can't do that. We talking about, that's a whole nother level right there, a whole nother place to be at. But we got to start taking care of our own little small community, our own home. We got to start. I can't get you to trust what I'm saying. Go read about it. I say, minute you go look at all my videos, I will bring somebody else on and have a piece just like I do now, and then put the link and say, go look, go learn. Right now, all the things that happen, they're cutting all the programs out. AI is coming, they're cutting all the jobs out. What do you do now? Like I was saying, I told my wife, now you ain't work, what do you do now? You got to create. And see, I know we get all spirits. Let me just get spirits right here. When them go in the beginning of the Bible, they tell you, God tell you about it. He said, what did God say? He said, in the beginning, God created. That means that God is a creator. That means you are created. That means what I'm doing right now is creating something right now out of nothing that I believe in. But see, I got to have my mind for that. You got to be in a good place. You can't be in no place, financial stressful place to even think. So that's why we got to get out the danger zone. If you're in a stressful moment that you're trying to put 2 and 2, and you're trying to make 2 and 2 to be 34, you are financial stress, and I'm telling you, you're going to have an issue. And that's what we're trying to get out of. We're trying to get there, but we got a plan. We got to have a plan. And I got to go. And I know I've been on it 30 minutes. I said they're going to do. But a financial plan. I'm getting a financial toolkit. I'm building one now. Y'all see the shirts? I got the shirts going to come to Blind Tube. I got the hats going to come too. I'm saying, you said we got to work together. We got to border together. I'm going to bring some people. And I'm saying, I got to do better. You know what I'm saying? I got to get stronger. But I'm saying, and as I learn something, I come here and try to give it to you, man. I'm serious. I learned, boy, you got to open your mind. It's just you don't know. Stop giving your emotions and feelings and right, and be honest, man. I want to do better. I just don't know. I'm in my own way, separate from you. Riding around still with no driving license. You riding around in 2026, no car insurance. You riding around, you still, and listen to me. You still on Section 8. I've been on Section 8 for years. You sitting there complaining about, hey, it's time for you. Ain't nobody knocking on no door saying, we're here to solve. You're going to have to solve your own problem. And if you have those things, you are in the danger zone. If you're in debt, you don't have a savings, you're in the danger zone. You're in the financial danger zone. It's not normal anymore. That's not okay. Everybody, man, it's trillions and trillions of dollars. Opportunity out here right now. What are you willing to do? What is your plan? And that, I just said, you see the Slut Vegan, she got on that, she said, I done touched $33 million and lost, she had bankruptcy right now, but she had assets. What she just said, she said, you know what, I have assets. What are those? How do we get those? Wealth is quiet. We've out here showing all this stuff, like wealth is real quiet and how it's moving slow. How do we get out of that zone into that? And the first thing you're gonna do, get you $2,000. We're gonna do get you a budget. We all of the simplicity thing. But I'm gonna tell you, listen, I'm gonna tell you something, y'all couples, because I've been there. You and your husband cannot get together. Y'all have to sit down every week and see and say, we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna put the kids, put our mama, everybody, hey, lock our door in that room and close the door and say, there ain't nothing but us. In the war room, I told you it was economic warfare. We're going to get in this room, this war room. We're going to stop looking to the left and right, and we're going to figure out what's for us, personal, for our family, for me and you. And when you get me and you together, and they get this, what we come out, we wrote up a plan and a contract that we're going to go by, and we look at that, and that contract decide what you're going to do, what you ain't going to do. That's it. And I'm going to show you how to get a finance toolkit. That's it. What's your boys getting good? Anyway, you like what I'm saying? Hit the like button, man. Hit the like button, y'all. If you made this far, man, hit the like button. And we're going to come with something. The Blind Truth, we got some shirts and hoodies coming. Man, we're going to put the link in there so you can buy, purchase my needs, hey, to keep me going. And go check me out on the Blind Truth 1, man. It's YouTube. Go click on that, man. I need some subscribers so I can go live. But, hey, this is a good show. I got to go. I thank y'all for listening to again. I know most of y'all rich, y'all doing well. You got them car notes, you got them $1,000 car note. Boy, that gas right now, ooh, my son filled up his car. I said, boy, what's it with the $65? I said, look at that, boy. You better go sit down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Hey, where your money? I'm going to give you a little piece before we go. My son, I get all my kids. Once they hit 18, I got my niece. I got 6 kids, well, 5 and I adopted 1, you know what I'm saying? But I got 2 30-year-olds, they on their own. Once you hit 30 with me in my household, you grown. I can't tell you nothing. Hey, you do your way, I do my way. This is my belief system. You don't want to listen to me. They know. They call me, hey, you must have called, you thought you called your mama, because you can't be calling me talking like that with me. But anyway, I deal with the ones under that. And I tell them, my son, they come out, they're going to come out, they got money stacked already. They got $2,000. They got most times they're gonna have a Roth account by then, because they have a child account with a broker's account. They all got broker's account. Once they hit 18, I open a broker's account with them. They already been saving. They already up to the 25%. And I start showing them that we open a Roth account for them, especially they work. We open a Roth account and they transfer the money and they start working it. And every time they get, it's moving. And it's going into their savings. Now I say, hey, you want to get my son, you want a car? So, okay, open up another savings thing, high yield savings, put that money into there for your car. Because you have no bills. You live here with me. You got, hey, I need, if it's not, hey, you got to pay for your own cell phone bill, son. Now you're going to insurance, car insurance, that's coming up next. All these things, but you got to save and a stash stepped up for him. But what I tell him, he got 3. He got an emergency fund, he got a savings fund, and for his bills and all that, then he got his retirement. And I tell him, I say, listen to me. And the $3,000 that you got, once that $3,000 gone, okay, now we go into you go into your savings. You know what I'm saying? Your 3 months, because all you need is 3 months. I said, now, once you start hitting that 3 months of savings, it's time for you to find another way. Because we never touch the retirement. See, that retirement is to a point where you want to escape, when you want to sit back and you have something, you know what I'm saying, to have that. I said, but the emergency fund is other stuff, you know what I'm saying, get to that point. That is for your retirement. That's for to take care of old you. Then when you get older, we're going to put some motor protection, we're going to put some insurance, we're going to do some other things. But right now, this is what it's all about. When you get to that point that you done spent all your money, your emergency fund, hey, you got to go get a second job. You got to find another way for you go touch. You don't go touch that money. And you got to build that money back up. Soon as you start back doing better, you got to go back build that $2,000, $3,000 back up, and then you got to go do add all your bills and stuff, and then what you live on, you got to build that shit up. Now you older, you got kids, now you got to go 6 months. But you got to build it up before you buy anything new, before you buy anything, adding a subscription up, you got to catch back up with that. Now once you did those 3 things, now you back to 75, 25. Once you out of debt, now you just flowing. But now we can go to the next stage of that. You out of time, you ain't in debt, you got your measure, you ain't in no danger zone. Now we can work on how do we become free? How do we escape this plantation? How do we build from here? Now we on solid ground. Yes. Now we not surviving. Now we're trying to stay ahead. Now we're playing offense. We ain't just playing defense all the time. Financial toolkit coming, man. Hey, please, if you like what I said, man, hit the like button. You know your boy getting better. Don't be no hater. Give it a like, hit the like, share this. Show your blind truth, man. We coming, man. You see your boy in the gym still. That spirit. Look, I live what I say. My kids see, hear, and touch. They got see, hear, and touch. They tell daddy, hey, when your kids start saying, Dad, I see you, boy. You know what I'm saying? And I got some competitive stuff, boy. Okay, yeah, I know. You know, and I'm kind of compared to I talk back now. But anyway, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, because I ain't got nothing to cry about. Yeah, my sight gone. Hey. Yeah, I ain't got number 1 kidney. Hey. I ain't got nothing to hey, God, hey, all praises to the Most High, man. So right now, you hear my voice right now. It's going to cover you from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Put a head of protection around you and your loved one, a motor protection around. So when you get to a certain time, that moat, you start protecting your money. You start protecting your assets. Again, these are all levels. These are all levels that you have to get to. Now you're not worried about what Trump do. Now your money is moving. Now don't get about your money. You look at your money, but it's growing. It's growing. It's growing. But I thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Share. Go to Blind Truth 1 on YouTube, man. Become subscribe. Also, again, we're gonna have the financial toolkit coming. We're gonna have the Blind Truth gear coming. Gotta get your mind right. Fitness, all this stuff is coming. I'll praise you to the Most High, man. I thank y'all, man. Y'all have a great day. Hey, appreciate you. Write a comment, man. Tell me what you think about what I just said. Please do that. Tell me what you think about what I talked about. If it helped you, to make sense to you, or if I need to improve, man, please tell me. I ain't no feeling no bad feelings. I don't feel no type of way. I want to get better. You know what I'm saying? As I get better, you get better. If I get better, that means I get better information. Then my kids get better, which you get better. It's all work together, man. We get better. And I'm going to start bringing on, I got some friends that wrote some books. I got a friend, man, I got to say her name. I want to tell to one of the guys, also, man, it's a bad chick. I got Monica Washington, bad chick, wrote a book. Also, I got a friend, Wanda Young, Marilda, oh man, Joanne, really, I got some bad people. My partner Fred, that I learned so much about real estate through all those, but I learned about housing, man, how to build, and from that, man, Fred, Fred, I appreciate you, man. Also, Mike, Fred, you know what I'm saying, you don't know if you said his name, my partner Mike, he was supervisor, we all worked together, but I learned a lot, man, mentors that have mentored me, but the problem, I had to sit down and yield myself to them. The old me cannot go with they want to say that old you cannot go where you want to go. Whatever you're looking for is looking for you. But you cannot bring that old person with you, man. You got to change. And change is hard. And that's all we're talking about. Being disciplined, being consistent, committing, and dedicated, and change. And doing better with your money. That's what it's all about, man. And y'all have a great day. Thank y'all. Hit the like button.